Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online class, online session, Biology, Organization in Living Beings. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about the animal tissues. In the last video, we have studied about the epithelial tissues. Now, about the connective tissue, we are going to discuss. So, if you see the connective tissue is the most abundant tissue in the animal's body. Means compared to epithelial tissue what we have discussed, it has a fundamental tissue, but this connective tissue is the most abundant tissue present in the animal's body. It is of different kinds. They are the fibrous connective tissue, loose connective tissue, that is also called adipose tissue, and the fluid connective tissue, it is also called the blood, and the solid connective tissue, that is bone, and the semi-solid connective tissue, it is the cartilage. Okay, let us see in detail. Are you ready, children? So, animal tissues, connective tissue. What is a connective tissue? The tissue that connects, that supports, that binds or separates other tissues or organs is called connective tissue. Means in this definition only the functions are also included. The tissue that connects, that supports, binds or separates other tissues or organs is called a connective tissue. It is typically having relatively few cells embedded in a amorphous matrix. Okay, it is having relatively very few cells embedded in a amorphous. What is the meaning of amorphous? Somewhat powdery. It is often with collagen or other fibers and including the cartilaginous, fatty and elastic tissues. Cartilaginous, fatty and elastic tissues. Mostly the connective tissue possesses fibers, okay, muscular fibers, collagen fibers, like that. The different types of the fibrous, that's why fibrous connective tissue, for example here tendon and ligament. The tendon means the structure which connects the muscle with bone. Okay, it is called tendon. It possesses the collagen fibers, and next fatty tissues, fatty elastic tissue. Elastic tissue means somewhat cartilaginous tissue. The fatty tissue, adipose tissue. Okay, and loose connective tissue which is present under the skin, that itself is called the adipose tissue. And the loose connective tissue, it is also called areolar tissue. The areolar tissue is another connective tissue which binds, which connects the organs or which held the organs in position. Okay, let us study one by one the connective tissues. The first one, among the animal tissues, the connective tissues are the most abundant one in the body, and the connective tissue cells are freely arranged in the matrix and are widely distributed in the body. Different types of connective tissue include areolar tissue, adipose tissue, fluid connective tissue, bone and cartilage. These are the 5 major types of connective tissue present in the animal body. The animal body is composed of 5 major types of connective tissues. What are they? Areolar tissue, adipose tissue, fluid connective tissue, that is blood, bone and cartilage. So you have to remember these types of tissues, where they are located. So for example, the areolar tissue, almost all internal organs are held in position with the help of this areolar tissue. It is a binding tissue. Adipose tissue, almost all the internal organs are covered by this fatty layer, adipose tissue. Fat globulets, fat droplets are present. Okay, they are made up of special type of cells. Okay, that we will see when we come to the actual topic, adipose tissue. Okay, then cartilage, it is also made up of special type of cells, cartilage forming cells, chondroblasts, and the fatty cells, adipocytes, adipose tissue. Fat tissue is also called adipose tissue. The bone, it is the central canals matrix, bone forming cells are present, they are called osteocytes. Osteocytes. The blood is a fluid connective tissue, it contains the fluid plasma, and it is made up of cells, white blood cells, WBC, red blood cells, RBC. Okay, so the fibrous connective tissue present in the tendons. Okay, they connects the muscles to the bones. So what are the 5 major types of connective tissues? Areolar tissue, adipose tissue, fluid connective tissue, that is blood, bone and cartilage. Okay, areolar tissue and adipose tissue are loose connective tissues. Okay, let us proceed. The types of connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue, it is a loose connective tissue. It is found underneath the skin, also around the nerves and blood vessels. Okay, and it is composed of special cells. They are called fibroblast cells, macrophages and mast cells. Very important. Okay, 3 types of cells are present. Our areolar tissue is composed of collagen fibers, fibroblast cells, macrophages and the elastic fibers, the mast cells. It provides support and helps in the repair tissue, it is also called. Okay, it is a loose connective tissue. Almost all internal organs held in position with the help of this areolar tissue. The special cells present in this areolar tissue are fibroblast cells, macrophages and mast cells. Mast cells, they produce the WBC, okay, for protection. Next, the elastic fibers. It's a fibrous tissue, loose fibrous tissue. So this is about the areolar connective tissue. Next important connective tissue, adipose tissue. Adipose tissue, it is present in skin and organs. It is composed of fat globules and is characterized by fat storage. It is characterized by fat storage. It provides insulation due to fatty layer beneath the skin. It provides insulation. What is the meaning of insulation? What is the meaning of insulation? Insulation means a layer which prevents the loss of heat. Okay, beneath the skin, this fatty layer is present, adipose tissue, which prevents the loss of heat from the body. So animals like mammals, they are warm blooded animals. they are homeothermic animals, means the body temperature remains constant. The body temperature cannot change according to change in the environment. So example, human beings, let us take us, we are also warm blooded animals. So if the heat is lost from the body, then there is a chance of stop of the metabolic activities. It may lead to death. That's the reason why when you touch a dead body, it is cool, because heat is lost from the body. Okay. So adipose tissue is the specialized connective tissue. It consists of the nucleus and fat droplets. So these cells which are present in the adipose tissue, they are called adipocytes. Adipocytes, or simply we can call it as fat globules or fat cells. Okay. They possess cell membrane, nucleus, fat droplet inside. Okay. So beneath the skin, this yellow color layer, it is appearing, no? So that is fatty layer which protects the prevention of heat loss from the body. Okay. It acts like an insulator, a layer. Not only that, even this adipose tissue is also present on the important internal organs, that is on the heart and liver, kidneys. This fatty layer is present, protective layer. Okay, that is nothing but adipose tissue. Okay, the adipose tissue and areolar tissue, these two are loose connective tissues. Let us proceed to next type of connective tissue, that is bone. Bone is a solid connective tissue or hard connective tissue. It is which forms the framework of the body. What do you call the framework formed by the bones? Skeleton. The skeleton is formed by the framework of bones. It has a rigid matrix. Rigid means solid, rich in calcium and collagen fibers. It is having a rigid matrix which is rich in calcium and collagen fibers. The functions of this bone tissue is protection, it gives support, shape, and facilitates the movement, and serves as a site for the production of blood. Okay, the bone marrow which is present inside, if you see the structure of bone, the cross section of bone, it is made up of special cells called osteocytes. Okay, and it is having two sides. The special canals are present, they are called Haversian canals and Walkman's canal. And internally, the bone containing a special tissue that is called bone marrow. In the middle of the bone marrow is present. This bone marrow helps in the production of blood cells. The bone marrow is called as hemopoietic organ. What is the hemopoietic organ? Means the organ which produce blood cells is called hemopoietic organ. In the embryonic stage, spleen acts as a hemopoietic organ, but when the child becomes adult, the bone marrow helps in the production of RBC cells by means of mitosis, cell division. Okay, so the structure of bone is rigid and it performs different functions. All the bones in the body together forms a framework called skeleton. If you take individually the bone matrix, it is made up of calcium and collagen fibers. The main function of bone is protection, gives support and shape, and helps in the movement, and also serves as the site of blood cell production. Okay. Next, cartilage. Cartilaginous tissue. It is made up of chondrocytes, the cells which form the cartilage are called chondrocytes or chondroblast cells, with dense flexible intracellular material. In the majority of vertebrates, higher animals, the cartilages in embryos get replaced by bones on maturity. That's why cartilage is also called soft bones. They are called soft bones. And in the earlier stages, in the childhood or in the infant stage, newborn baby, newborn child, the bones are very delicate. They are nothing but the cartilage, soft bones. So these cartilages in embryos get replaced by bones on maturity. They are present at the tips of the external ear pinna. Okay, you can touch your ear and see it is soft. Okay, and bronchi means the trachea, windpipe. The air enters into the windpipe or trachea. The trachea divides into two branches through which it enters into the lungs. That is called bronchus, or bronchi means plural, bronchus means singular. They are made up of cartilaginous rings. C-shaped cartilaginous rings are present in the trachea or windpipe, which prevent the trachea from being collapsing. Okay, and this cartilage is also present in the vertebral column, backbone. Vertebral column means backbone. So that's why it is flexible and elastic somewhat. So elastic connective tissue it is also called. So this cartilaginous tissue is of different types, like hyaline cartilage, fibrocartilage, elastic cartilage. Okay, hyaline cartilage, fibrocartilage, and elastic cartilage. So hyaline cartilage it is present in the it is also almost all these three types of cartilages made up of similar cells. Chondrocytes. Chondrocyte means the cells which form the cartilage. Collagen fibers are present. Okay, the difference is here the matrix means the lumen or the space filled with the fluid. Okay, the matrix. And elastic cartilage also chondrocyte in a lacunae means the space. Next, elastic fibers and matrix. So for example, joints are there in the body. A place where two bones unite is called a joint. The joint is made up of a cartilage. The vertebral column, backbone. Okay, the spaces are filled with this cartilage. Gliding joint is present in the backbone. So the joint is made up of a cartilage. Okay, hyaline cartilage it is present in the neck region. Pivot joint is present. Okay, so this is a special kind of cartilage. So like that, the cartilage is an elastic connective tissue. It is also called the soft bones. It is flexible with intracellular spaces. See the space between the cells, with intracellular spaces filled with matrix. Okay, that matrix is made up of collagen fiber. Okay children, the main function of this cartilage is it gives protection and flexibility. Let us proceed to the next type of connective tissue, blood. it is the only fluid connective tissue. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. Why blood is called fluid connective tissue? It is an important question. No other tissue, the cells of no other tissue move freely in the body here and there, but the blood cells will move freely in the body, go everywhere. Okay, so that is one of the reason, fluid connective tissue. Why it is a connective tissue? Because it is performing different functions, multiple functions. So for example, a blood, if you take, it transports food materials, digestive function. It transports the gases, respiratory function. Okay, and it transports the excretory waste materials to the kidneys for the excretion process. Means it is involving in the excretory function. It carries the hormones to the target tissues. Hormones also carried by the blood. Means a connective tissue is connected with different functions. Okay, the cells of the connective tissue are such that they perform different functions. So it is a fluid connective tissue, the fluid part of the blood. So let us see, blood is the only fluid connective tissue composed of blood cells, that is RBC, red blood corpuscles, or RBC, WBC, white blood corpuscles, and the blood platelets. Okay, and plasma. Plasma is the fluid component of the blood. 70 to 80% of the blood is composed of this plasma only. Okay, that plasma also containing 80 to 90% of water itself. The functions of blood, if you take, transportation, just now we have discussed it, transports various materials, transport the waste materials to the excretory organs for excretion, transports the digested food materials to the different parts of the body, transports the gases, respiratory gases. Okay, and next, defense. The WBC, white blood corpuscles, involved in the defense, means they fight against the disease causing germs, that is called defense mechanism. What do you call? Immunity. Okay, next, blood clotting. Okay, you know very well, whenever a wound occurs, continuously the blood will not oozes out. It stops oozing out by the formation of a clot. The thrombocytes or the blood platelets involves in the clotting of blood. Otherwise what happen? The entire volume of the blood will oozes out. So it maintains homeostasis. It helps in homeostasis. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis means balance or equilibrium. Okay, our body temperature is maintained by the blood. Our the fluid contents, osmotic balance is maintained by the blood. That's why the blood is an important constituent to maintain the homeostasis. Okay, so what are the components of the blood? Blood plasma, the fluid part, red blood cells, they are also called erythrocytes. White blood cells, they are also called leukocytes. Blood platelets, they are also called thrombocytes. Plate like, thrombus means plate like, platelets, blood platelets. Okay, so erythrocytes, their main function is the transport, and the white blood cells, leukocytes, their main function is defense, and blood platelets, their main function is the clotting of blood, and the plasma also helps in the transport. Nowadays this plasma, the plasma contains, it transports the antibodies, antigens, proteins. Plasma is composed of the proteins. Whenever any microorganism enter into the body, the WBC will produce the antibodies against that antigen. Antigen means nothing but the foreign particle. Okay, the reaction between these antigens and antibodies only will lead to the immune power. That's why whenever a vaccine is given, the vaccine is composed of the heat killed microbe. A polio vaccine contains poliovirus, a corona vaccine contains coronavirus. Okay, so like that the body defense mechanism is under the control of this WBC. Okay, children. Next type of connective tissue, muscular tissue. There are three types of muscles or muscular tissue: the skeleton muscles, the heart muscles or cardiac muscles, and smooth muscles. The functions of the muscles or muscle tissue depends on the type of muscle tissue and their location in the body. Okay, the skeleton muscles first. Here in the image, three types of muscles are given. Striated muscles, they are also called skeleton muscles. Skeleton muscles. These muscles are present in the hands and legs. They are called, different names are given depending on function and structure. Based on the structure, striated muscles, the muscle possess many striations like this. If you take a muscle, it is possessing several striations, means stripes like this. So such type of muscles are called striated muscles. So these muscles are also called skeleton muscles because most of the long bones of the body are covered by means of these muscles. That's why they are called skeleton muscles. They are also called voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles means the muscles which work according to our will and wish. If you want to lift anything, you will lift. If you don't want, you won't. Okay. If you want to run, you will run. At that time, your calf muscles, leg muscles will be active, thigh muscles, and biceps, triceps of hands muscles. Okay, the shoulder muscles. So everything, it is under our control, your will and wish. That's why they are called voluntary muscles. Next, cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are the special types of muscles. They are in between the striated muscles and smooth muscles. Okay, so these cardiac muscles, they are structurally striated and functionally involuntary, whereas striated muscles are voluntary muscles. It is under our control, but cardiac muscle is not like that. It is involuntary. It will work on its own from birth to death. Okay, so they are special type of muscles. That's why cardiac muscles, the muscles of heart, what is that structure made of these cardiac muscles? Our heart is made up of special muscles called these cardiac muscles. Okay, so this heart, the four chambers of the heart, it is a muscular structure. The cardiac muscles are present in this heart muscles. Heart muscles are also called cardiac muscles. Next type of muscle is the smooth muscles. These are involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles means here why they are called smooth muscles means there are no striations. Here in the striated muscles, these lines are present, stripes are present. Here there are no stripes or no striations, hence they are called smooth muscles. They are involuntary muscles. The muscles which are present in the lungs, the walls of the lung, the walls of the intestine, the walls of the stomach, they are smooth muscles. Okay, they also work on their own, involuntary muscles. Okay, what is the function of this muscular tissue? Muscular tissue performs different functions. Pumping, for example, the muscles present in the heart. Next, locomotion or movement, the muscles which are attached to the hands and legs, limbs, limb muscles, they are voluntary muscles, help in the locomotion, and they also help in the digestion as well as in the respiration process. These muscles are helpful. So muscular tissue is a type of connective tissue. The muscular tissue is of how many types of muscles are present? 3 types of muscles. What are they, children? Striated muscles. Striated muscles are also called voluntary muscles. They are also called skeletal muscles. Then cardiac muscle. Where do these cardiac muscles are present? Present in the heart. Smooth muscles. They are also called involuntary muscles. Where they are present? They are present in the internal organs like lungs and intestine. Okay, children, this is about the muscular tissue. I hope you understood the today's class. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.